Hello and welcome. It's Sunday, so I'm hoping everybody's doing fine. I'm doing this a little bit later on Sunday because I feel people were sleeping in or just taking it easy today. So, good day, everybody. Ooh, good day. Good day. Ooh, there we go. Yes. So, thank you for joining me and coming in today. And yeah, come on in, come on in. So for those who are just joining me, my name is Mary Jane Tracy. I'm a psychic medium, spiritual life coach. And I just took my hair out of a ponytail, and that's how my hair goes. So somebody asked me if I spend time on my hair. No, I don't. I don't spend any time on my hair. This is the way it goes. It's either up in a bun now, or I just I take it down and it just goes. It does its own thing. I don't spend time on my hair. I cannot, I think the longest time I spend is when I have to wash it and get all the knots out. That's the most I have to do on my hair. So otherwise I don't really do a lot. It's one of those things. It has, I don't know. I think I should name my hair, like has its, my head of hair should have its own name, like I have no idea. We'll call it Sally. So welcome. We are on the eve of a new moon, which will be at 11:33 a.m. Mountain Time tomorrow. And this new moon is in Cancer. And I was sitting and processing a lot of the energies that are coming through Cancer. I know a lot of a lot of people have had problems. A lot of people have had a lot of emotional problems, issues, mental issues coming up with this, because this is really where, the sun is shining. We want to get out. We want to play. We want to get active, but it is, it's an inward journey. This is an inward journey with this new moon and the energies that are coming with this new moon. This new moon isn't one to, let's go out and just do a rave. Maybe when it hits the Leo energy, we could do that, but we're not there yet. We are still on this inward journey of not only releasing, but I get reformulating. And some of the energies or information that I was getting, that just, gotta love when things just show up on me, is I wrote on my Facebook page yesterday about skulls, because let's see if I can pull this up. Anyways, now I'll pull this up. This is what I'm going to do a screen share. And where is it? There we go. I think this is it. That's hopefully okay. It's it. So this is just from like a Wikipedia. So I'm going to see if I can click on that and see if you can get that. So this skulls, and a lot of people own skulls, like they have crystal skulls and stuff like that. Now, this is in Czechoslovakia. It is a chapel, and it has tens of thousands of skulls to create this chapel. And you can Google chapel, skull chapel. And, in seeing this is like, I find it very interesting, because I wanted to know, first of all, where did they start? Where was the idea to do this? How did they come to the conclusion this is what we're going to do? And and who said the first skull had to go into a certain spot? Those, those are the things that I sort of start to wonder, because skulls are very, they're honoring our ancestors. They're honoring those who've passed away. And that's really a part of this journey that we're doing. It's like honoring, our past and the people that have come in and the people that have left, and where, allowing ourselves to feel that, that energy, maybe feel that pain. This is where, when we look at those who come before us and what they have done. So, and that led me to, this is okay, you guys got to follow my brain here. This led me to the comet that is in the sky right now. And the comet now, and I mentioned it's part of the Holocaust, honoring them. Isn't that, is the one in Czechoslovakia? Because that's an old one. Like it's pre-war. So I know that there is one too, but this one here, there has been, I think it was there before that, but I will double check that. Oopsie, let me just 1 second. Small Catholic chapel is estimated to contain skeletons of 40 to 70,000 people whose bones have, in many cases, have been artistically arranged. Okay, the coat of arms, the House of Swords. 1278. So that one, and between 1703, a new entrance was constructed, and then in 1870. So this has been going on since 1278. Wow, holy shit. So pretty cool. You know, I know that they've done things to honor the Holocaust, the people who on the Holocaust. Now, what made me started to think about the skulls and bringing the skulls in is all about honoring, bringing that honor in, bringing, you know, it took me a while before I started wanting to have one little skull, not a crystal skull, but I've worked with crystal skulls in retreats and things, and connecting with the energies of the crystal skulls. And the skull, that energy is that imprint that is still here on earth. That part of that person is still here on earth, right? And family would take the bones because it held mana. Yes, power, it does. I so believe that, Candace. Because when we look at mummified and people who've been mummified and skulls that have been there for so long, that energy of what's been left here, okay, there's a reason for why I'm going here, so you guys got to stay with me. There's a couple things, a couple highways that are coming in. One is the Capricorn energy. Our foundation, our body structure, you know, when each sign has a different part of our body associated. Capricorn rules the bones. Capricorn is what, you know, when we die, and if you're buried, your bones remain here. They remain here. And your spirit, your soul, you know, it drifts off. It goes somewhere else. But your bones are still here. That power is still here. That energy is still there. So many times when people have worked on mummies from, say, Egypt, they, you know, when you have a conversation with some of these Egyptologists, they will tell you it's kind of, there is a vibration, a feeling from this that sometimes you can't explain, or you just know that part of that person is still there. Now, in our Capricorn energy, which we are in this huge energetic energy right now of Capricorn, and this moon is in opposition with Saturn and will be for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's going to be in that opposition with Saturn, with creating that foundation, which is our bones. If you didn't have bones, if you don't have bones, what happens to you? I mean, you're kind of blah, blah, blah. You become the blob. You know, like the big jelly, blah, 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 blah. So our bones do hold this structure. And that's where the skulls were coming in with me. God love how my guides work, right? My guides just work in this just crazy, fucked up way. So they're showing me these skulls, and these skulls are coming in, and they're showing me because we have to form our foundation. If you don't have a good bone structure, if you break a bone, if you have to, if something happens within your structure, it could throw your whole self out. It could throw your energy out. When there's a break in somebody's body, even though it's healed, when I do energy healing, when I've done energy healing, I can feel where that break is, because there's an energy there that hasn't been totally reconnected. Okay? So when we're working with energies, the bones hold this energy, and how this energy is being held. How are you forming your foundation to be whole? How are you forming that foundation in order for you to be able to have a strong structure, to have that power, that mana within your own life? That's part of that inward journey. That is part of the journey that we are needing to take right now to come into that sacredness and into that sacred heart. And my lovely Memphis Belle, Miss Rebecca Woods, I mean, she made this beautiful card. She made this. She did the rubber stamp and stuff. It just came to her, and it's the Sacred Heart. And in the center there, of course, there's, I don't know if you can see, there you go. And so Rebecca made this, and then because I loved it so much, she sent it to me. God bless her soul. Love her so much. This is where sacredness has to come in. Where is the sacredness? Coming into the sacredness of this. The water is helping us to flow through in order for us to create a foundation. Now, if you think of flow and water, think of a volcano. So when the volcanoes erupt in Hawaii, because there's different flows that volcanoes do, right? I'm not a geologist, but I know that there's different flows. So there is this energy that comes down. And as it comes down, that it creates new land. It creates a new foundation. This lava that comes down, and as it looks like it's taking away everything, and and it moves like this. It's like this. It's like, and it goes very slow. So it does this slow mode. It does this to create something new. But in it has to devastate. My computer's updating. If that's with the bell is in the back. It has to create all of something to bring in the fertility of it. So the fertility of the energy that is coming through is that of Capricorn. But Capricorn cannot bring a foundation without the water. The water is what brings it in. The water is what brings that foundation in order for it to grow. The lava coming down, right? So the lava is a liquid. It comes down. It comes out of the Mother Earth. She spews this out, and she creates this new landmass. That is what this new moon is coming in. When we go into that structure, that bone of who we are, we got to take away all of these layers. So we take away the skin, we take away the sinew, everything goes to that bone, to that structure, and bring that structure into us so that we can rebuild and build something that has that power for us to create the love, for us to create the prosperity. Now, many times, the thing is that because we're dealing with water, and of course we have other things that are going on in the sky, what has happened, and I find this also so amazing in how the divine God has delivered this all to us. On the solstice was a new moon solar eclipse on the summer solstice. And on that summer solstice came a comet. The Neowise comet. That comet has come in. Now, that comet hasn't been seen for 6,800 years. So that's like 4,100 BC. So our ancestors did not saw that. And they're just like, wow. And of course, they would have seen it a lot better than we can because there was no electricity, there's no light pollution or anything else. It came in. In that time was the Neolithic time, but in that time, there was a change in DNA, and they don't know why. Pretty cool. There's a change. There's something changed within mankind at that time. So there's a shifting that came in a change within our DNA. Also, what was happening was a change from the matriarchal system, even though that started around 12,000, but really started to make a shift from a shaman being the woman healer and coming into the man. So having that power, the man, that energy of the patriotic was starting to come in. And now we're coming into a cycle, and then this comet appears. Isn't that wild? That is so fucking wild how things come together, that synchronicity of it all. And how our DNA is being changed. Think about it. Our DNA is uploading, it's creating, there's newness that's coming in with our DNA, whether that is through electrical, right? Because we got 1 billion airways going across here. Wing, 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 wing. Okay, so they're just winging across here. We got 1 billion airways going across our head at any time. Maybe less. So that's why I think a lot of people wake up at 3 o'clock, 3:33, 3:30 in the morning because there's less interference. It's my theory. Because there's not as much stuff happening at that time. People aren't online. People aren't doing it. Plus, with all of the new cell phone towers and things like that, all of that is electrical. You know, all of those are light waves that are coming into us and that are changing. How are we wanting to change that structure, right? And bring that in, building a new worldview and how I interact with emotional, mental, and physical, spiritual. Nice. Nice. And for some, this might be a little bit like, woohoo, she's just crazy. But you start to watch and you're going to start seeing all of these new children that are going to be born, the COVID children, with a particular energy. And it's creating, call me crazy, creating a new race, creating something that we're going to be seeing, and we're going to see, we probably won't see it all, this whole evolution through our lifetime, but it will be through our grandchildren and through our great-grandchildren, and that evolution. I mean, the changes that even in our body structure and how our body is formed. So it comes down to the bones. It comes down to that bone. It comes down to that structure on that formulation of what we are wanting to create, especially during this new moon energy. And having 2 new moons in Cancer. So when we have this, when this happens, this is saying to us, you have to still come into the mother. You still have to come into the heart. We have to come into that space to allow for healing. We might have to do this 1,000,001 times because we have a lot of healing to do as each individual human. But as we do it, as we do our own, and it opens up space for more to come in. We do it, space comes in. We're sending that thought out, that creativity, that love, that harmony out, and it brings in something. So that's what we want to start to create. That's what we want to start to do. And this is for us to really, and it's going to be a big one, really working in the structure of Capricorn, because we're in it till the end of the year, and we got this structure. And even though Saturn and Jupiter will be moving into Aquarius and conjuncting on the winter solstice, but we'll still have Pluto there. And when Pluto is still there, it's still creating, it's still disrupting. So there's this aftermath of energy that's still going to be creating until he leaves. I think that's 2024, 25. So we're on this opening. This is like a second chance. I think a second chance, not only within this moon cycle, but a second chance within our own selves to allow, because of this portal opening that's coming through for us and bringing in the changes. The changes could be as simple as like, oh, I'm going to drink more water. Our changes could be that, oh, I want to go out on a hike. I want to do this. I want to do that. Changes can be however you want to see it for your own self. You know, changes could be like electric wire piss. I'm building a new worldview and how I interact with emotional, mental. I mean, that's beautiful. That's just beautiful, right? So that's what they are creating for themselves. But that vibration of what it is that they are creating is a vibration that's going to go out to other people. And that's really how this energy is going. And then we go into the Leo energy and working with that Leo energy, which is, which again, Leo's heart, Leo's the sun. Leo's like, here I am. Here I am. The tarot card for Cancer is the Chariot. So when you see the Chariot card, it is the card for Cancer. It's choices, and it's the choices that you make through guiding through your heart, trusting the divine to guide you with the choices that you need to make, and looking at the choices that you want to make in your life. That's what the Cancer is. It's trusting. So if you look at the Chariot card in tarot, let me get my teaching deck out. I use the Reader Writer deck for teaching, and it's always in order. So we have Cancer, and it's in the first half. So it's number 7. So it's like we're on our journey of our life. We're on this journey. We may have met the person that we love, bringing that love in, or bringing that love in for self. But we're coming into a journey that there's choices that are going to be made, but we have to allow for those choices to happen, right? So he's in the Chariot, and Cancers usually have a breastplate on, which is the shell. But knowing that there is, a place where we can go, trusting in that energy, because there's the divine star, right, coming in to guide us, which is a fairy star. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. That's above, so below. And then comes in the strength. So we're coming into this energy of creating and coming in from the heart to bring in this creation. The mental part for this, because this can really throw people off. This can bring in depression. This can bring in psychosomatic episodes with people. This can trigger people who are bipolar, people who have psychotic episodes. So this is to honor yourself. And if you are feeling any of this, or you know those triggers in yourself, to get help. Really get help. Call somebody, it's important. It is an important piece right now with this energy. So much happening in just a short time. It's like we're going through the washing machine and we're being spun around, and then it stops and we're just like, oh yeah, and then in comes some more soap, and then we're like, what do you mean? I've just been washed. What do you mean? And we're going through the whole cycle again, but we're just like, and we're just ready to be tumbled dry or go out to the sun. Just throw me out to the sun and let me just. So today, go out to the sun and just don't try and push yourself too hard today. It's not a day to go out and do a lot of shit. It is not that kind of day. This is a day of really taking it easy on yourself. Do little things around your house. Do little chores around your house. If you're going to go out do a little hike. Don't do a whole 20K hike. Because you'll find that, we're going back to the structures. You might find that you might injure yourself, or you might find that there's just so much going on, and it can be overwhelming. So just honor yourself through all of that and how you're feeling. My knees are really bothering me today. I just thought I'd share that with you guys, but my knees are bothering me today. So even though I went on a little hike this morning, I wanted to go further, but I thought, no, this isn't the day to go further on this hike. And just honoring my knees, because I got fucked up knees from when I was young, doing stupid ass shit, man. Damn rollerblades. So I'm going to send you guys out so much love. I will be on later on this afternoon, later on this afternoon. I'm looking at about 1-ish. I'm going to be on my Instagram live, and I'm going to do little pop-up, just maybe intuitive readings. So if you want to join me on my Instagram live this afternoon at around 1:00 Mountain Time, just going to pull a card, just randomly do things, talk bullshit. This is bullshit. We'll just grab your coffee, grab your tea, and I'll be on my Instagram. And you guys can join me there. And I'm going to do a little impromptu. So this is for letting you prepare for questions. Because anytime I ask for questions, you guys are like, I don't know. What questions do you want me to ask? It's just like, so this is going to get you some, to prepare for some questions this afternoon. And so, do you think college football will happen this fall? No. That's a good question, though. That's a good question about college football. I feel they want it to happen, especially because there's a lot of young guys, but because not all the universities are going to be opened up, and they're doing online courses, so it's going to be a hit and miss kind of thing for the college. So I still get a no. I get a no. Sorry, that's a real pisser, because I love college football. It's more exciting than NFL and CFL. Because those guys, they want to get out there. It's like watching, a lot of college basketball. It's like, yeah, they're playing, man. They're doing their thing. Yeah, and it has to do with a lot of the universities are they can't control the dorms. They can't control a lot of things, and we are coming into another major lockdown in September, October. So another big one, especially in the United States. So you're going to be seeing a huge lockdown coming down. Heavy hands are coming in for it. My Instagram is the Guru Mama. So it's the Guru Mama. So it's the Guru Mama. And I'm under Mary. Yeah, you could do that, Guru Mama. So you can find me, my Instagram. That's my Instagram. There I am. That's me. So, and I have to show this picture. My husband I got, there you go. Hold on here. I don't know. It just popped up. So, back up. Hold on. We went to Boogie Burgers. There's Mr. Cool. There's my husband. And there he is, Mr. Happy. So him and I went out. We went out for Boogie Burgers last night, and just chilling. And that's my hike this morning. Mosquitoes. So that's where I was this morning. So I'm going up this path this morning. So go out there in the great outdoors. So anyways, so you can join me today at 1, and I will see you guys all then. And may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless you in all that you say and all that you do and all that you be. Be kind to yourself today. Remember, it's about the bones, all about the bones, all about the bones. Be kind to your bones. Bye-bye.